Unlock the full potential of Excel in our 10th training series, Unleash Excel's Hidden Power. Dive into the world of automated documentation with headers and footers. Learn to wield this powerful tool for streamlined and professional spreadsheets. Join us as we uncover the secrets.
In today's Excel video, I'm going to show you how you can add a header and a footer to your worksheets. For example, let's say you want to add in your company logo to the header of each printed page, or you want to add in page numbers to the footer of your printed pages or to your PDF documents. And also how you can tweak the logo or the picture to make sure it fits properly inside your header. And one question I get often is how to apply the same header that you take the time and you created for one of the tabs. So how can you apply that to other tabs at the same time? This is a sample spreadsheet that I have open. I have a few tabs here. I'm currently in tab T2. And let's say for this one, I want to add in a header. Now there are different places you can do this. One option is to do it from page layout. So you can go here and under page setup, you have this little icon here. Just click on this. Then you just go to header and footer. And right here, you can add in a custom header or you can add in a custom footer. Another way to add headers and footers is to go to the View tab. And this one is actually more user-friendly. I'm going to show you why. So in the View tab, click on Page Layout. Here you can see your page as it would look once it's printed. And right here, you get the option to add in your header from the New Design tab that you see pop up here, right? So once you click inside here and you activate the header, you get a new tab here. This way, you can immediately see how your changes are going to look on the final page. I have the option to add in the headers, either a header on the left-hand side, middle, or the right-hand side. I can use all three, or I can just use one. Let's say in this case, on this side, I want to add in the file name, right? So all I have to do is click on the file name. I see this code right here. I'm just going to click away and I can see the file name. Now I also have the ability to add in a second line. So if I just press enter, let's say I put in the sheet name and I click away, I see the sheet name, which is T2 right here. Now you have other options, so you can add in the current time, current date, page number, and so on. Or you can add in a picture. So let me just remove this. I'm just going to press delete. And instead, on here, I'm going to add in a picture. Let's go and select the file. I'm going to pick this logo and click on insert. Now when I click away, I'm going to see that picture. So in this case, my logo is not that big, but let's say I still want to get this a bit smaller. This is where I can format it, right? So right beside the picture icon, I get format picture and I can change the height. Let me change that to 70%. Just make sure that you leave the tick mark for lock aspect ratio. This makes sure that your picture remains intact, that we don't distort it in any way. So I'm going to click on OK, click away, and I can see the picture got a bit smaller. Now let's say it's a bit too high. I want to push it a bit down. I'm going to go back to design, go back to format picture, and inside the picture tab, I can make some adjustments to this. So for the top, I'm actually going to bring it down by 0.2 points. I'm going to move away and I move down a little bit. Let's now go to the footer. I have the ability to scroll down, or I can just click here and jump to the footer side. Now on this side, you also get some presets. So now since I'm in the footer, let's take a look at the footer options. I can pick one of these. So some of them have page numbers. Then I have the word confidential here. So let's just see how this one looks. I'm going to click away and we see confidential, we see today's date, and we see the page number. So let me change this. Just type in training material here. Instead of the date here, I'm going to take the sheet name, and for the page numbers, I'm going to actually get the page, but I want it to be from the total number of pages. So I'm going to put the dash sign here and put number of pages and click away. I see page 1 of 2. Okay, so if I scroll down, I can see here page 2 of 2, and that's tab T2 training material. Let's go to print preview up here. We can see how everything looks on the printed page. Okay, so let's say I'm happy with this layout and I actually want to apply the same layout to different tabs, because let's take a look at T3 currently. If I go to print preview, it doesn't have a header. Okay, if I go to T1, this one also doesn't have a header, right? So I want to apply that same header to these ones as well. Now here comes the trick. Make sure you have your original tab clicked on, so highlighted, and then click on the other tabs that you want this to apply to. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to click on T1 and T3. Now, if you wanted to select everything, you just have to right mouse click and select all sheets. That will automatically select everything. Now, what you need to do is to activate the header or the footer and then just click away. Okay, and this makes sure that it applies it to the other ones as well. So now I'm just going to click away by clicking on another tab and then going back to T3 now, and let's take a look at print preview, and we see that header and footer is applied to these as well. So if I hold all 3 of them and go to print preview, it says page 1 of 4. I'm going to click, now I'm in tab T2. You can actually see it in the footer right there. The next page of T2, that's T3, that's page 4 of 4. That's how you can apply the same header to many pages. Then you can also do that from the page layout. Just make sure that you highlight the different tabs first. Now let's say if I wanted to take away the header from all of them, with them all highlighted, I'm actually going to do this one from the page layout. Click on these more options, go to header and footer, and from this drop down, select none. Right? So we want nothing for the header, and we also want nothing for the footer. I say OK. Now all of the headers and footers should be gone. Let's go to print preview. Everything is gone.